Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. We are kind of fairly early on day 22 in our blind playthrough of Blueprints. I'm very happy to have you back. I hope you're as excited as I am about what this day holds. I am always so excited to come back to Blueprints. I think about it all the time, and I'm sure that if you've played it, which you probably, most people watching probably have, I'm sure that you get it. I'm sure that you get how consuming this day is. So we've just drafted the courtyard. I've already got a shovel because we started this day with the tool shed. We got the shovel and the sledgehammer, which is just great. Any trunk I see, smash. Any dig spot I see, dig. So let's see what we can get from this. Old tin can. Turnip is nice. Ooh, a key. That's good. So we've got our first key of the day. Some coins. I'm actually doing all right for coins. We've got another one hidden over here. Another key. Very nice. Very, very nice. Great. Okay, so I've been kind of interested to see more of the West Wing. Like I mentioned in the last episode, I'm really curious about what's going on with this West Wing, what I'm calling West Wing mystery. Like what's the deal with the West Wing being closed when the lady Clara Epson died? What's going on with this spot on rank 2, which has barren soil and gets the picture of the plans, the blueprints there. And also I'm wondering if maybe her ladyship's chamber, which is a room I really want, maybe it's only draftable in the West Wing. I don't know. But so I want to just try here a bit more. But parlor, yay. Oh, so also in the last episode, I got confused. I was doing so well with this parlor game for such a long time, and I was really confident. And I just realized in the last one, I didn't get the gems, and I just realized what my mistake was. I didn't quite get it in the in the episode itself, but when I reviewed it afterwards, it just clicked immediately. I just realized, I hadn't realized which statement of the blue and the black was true and false and how it worked. So it made total sense to me when I came back to it. It's just in that moment I was in shock, in shock that I had made a mistake. I'd made a mistake in my logic. Okay. Oh, we got an apple here today. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Uncle Herbie. I appreciate it. I feel like something's going to happen here, right? With his picture. No mysterious sign there today. Noted. Alright. The gems are in the white box. Could be true, could be false. Only one box contains gems is true. Only one box is true. Well, just in general, that could be true or false. So let's have a think. This one is definitely true. This one is definitely true. The gems are in the white box. Could be true or could be false. But and this one could be true or could be false, because there could be one or there could be two. So let's consider, if this one is true, the gems are in the white box. Then the gems are in this box. This one is true. That one is true. And then only one box is true would be a lie. So that would work out. We would have 2 true boxes and 1 lie. And the lie would make sense. If this one is false, that the gems are in the white box, that is still true. And then hang on. Just let me take a step back because I made a mistake last time. So I want to make sure I'm not running forward with my thinking overly confident. Yeah, if this one is a lie, then this one is true. That still doesn't tell us by default whether this one is true or not. Only one box is true. if this one is a lie, the gems are in the white box. This one is a lie. If this is a lie, this one is true. We already know that. So that would be a lie, a true, and logically this one could be either. But it says only one box is true. So if it were true, then that would be impossible because this one is also true. So that would have to be a lie in that scenario. But that would mean that this one was a lie and this one were also a lie. So I kind of feel like logically the only thing that actually clicks all of them together, is if this one is true and this one is true and this one is a lie, because there are two true boxes. I feel like I'm correct. I can't say I have the highest confidence because my thinking could be a bit off. Oh, good. Okay. That was what a relief. Yep. Bunk room. So none of these are going to let me go north. I do have a lot of redraw possibilities. Maybe let's use a redraw, because again, I've got 3. And I really want to see if I can get the ladyship's chamber here, and I know that I can only get the greenhouse here or on the west wing. On the east wing, I think. I really want the greenhouse. I want the greenhouse so much. Okay. Well, corridor would at least let us go forward. But I mean, you know, how important is that really? It's really about getting... But it would let me draft in the west wing again pretty easily. I've already got a couple of keys, so that's not too bad. You know, Commissary is definitely a real help a lot of the time. But I would then only have 1 gem. I think I like, for now, having the 2 gems. All right, let's see how we go. What is the west wing mystery? What is it? Security might be worthwhile getting, even though it uses a gem. It would let us reduce the security. It would let us reduce the security level. Let's do it. Whatever. Do we have anything? Oh, and also, I didn't even think about it until now. We'll have a terminal. So let's see. You would think that the admin... I'm wondering if the admin key can be used in all of the terminals. Let's see. So before I forget, keycard system, for the time being, let's set security level to low so that hopefully we minimize our... we minimize the number of security doors that we see. Alright, I actually had to take a break there to go and give my darling fluffy kitty Pixel his dinner. But now, alright. Nope. Back in. So I am after login to network. Let's hope. No, hang on, this can't be right, because this admin key has... It has capitals. Look, I'll try it anyway now that I'm here. I did suspect that this was not the place for it. I suspected that it must be something else. Because they say, yeah, that, you know, certain letters are capitalized. This only has... Oops. Ru-O-T-H. Yeah, this... I didn't think this was it. What? Where do I enter this, I wonder? I doubt it's here. Given that it was... Yeah, fair enough. No. Okay. It's not here. Yep. Alright, either way, we've at least managed to put the security level down, so that's useful. And we can go straight ahead, because it's not a security door. So where we put that admin key in is a mystery to me, but I do note that it was Randolph, who seems to be the lab technician, who was saying that to Hartley, who gave Hartley this admin key. So maybe it's something in the lab. That's my next best guess. Great, we can get in there. Well, I always like billiard room because we get a thing. And it has no gem requirement. I could literally roll the dice though on a redraw. I've got 2 more, but I'm happy with billiard room. Let's see what we get. We might get an interesting key. In here. We got some money. It's going to be nice when I have a shop of some kind. Alright, so 6. 4 plus 15, 19. But then yellow, let me just double check. Is yellow subtract? Where do I have this? God, I've got so many pages of notes now. Yellow, yeah, yellow is subtract. So it's add 15, take 15, so it's 4. Cool. Alright, 7 plus 8 is 15. Minus 14, 1. 12 multiplied by 1 is 12. Great. Okay, now we've got 5 plus 11, 16. 16 multiplied by 2, I think this is the order we do it in, is in to out. So 16 multiplied by 2 is 34. 34. My maths is so bad, I'm just going to double check that. 32. Oh no, my maths is really bad. 32. And then we have... Does the order in which we do this matter? I mean, if we do 32, divided by 1, then we're just at 32. And then if we divide it by 4, yeah, we're at 8. So it probably doesn't matter. It's probably 8. Yes. Great. I did need to use a calculator, but we got the silver key. Lovely. All right. Well, from here... we can only go to the side. We don't have a great number of gems, though. Maybe it's risky to be drafting in the high ranks with only 1 gem. But maybe I'm feeling lucky. Maybe I just wanna. Maybe this is a huge mistake. We could use a special key here. Would it be worthwhile? No, let's use a regular key. Alright. Well, we can't do that. We are wasting that foundation entrance, and I would actually... Oh! No, wait! The Nook is heading... The Nook heads up! Oh, let's do Nook then. Let's go straight into foundation. So we can grab our... keys from here. Beautiful. We can go straight into foundation, and this is my first time. So I think this is only my 3rd time to be in the foundation. What's down there? What's down there? But it's my first time to be here with the shovel. Ah, okay, so it's a regular dig spot. Look, there's another one over here. I did wonder, like, maybe, there's like a device in there that will help us bring the elevator down, because I feel like it's got a receiver there. I feel like that's how it's going to work. What are the mysteries of this room? Of course we've got a security door to go further up. I don't think, I don't know, I don't think there's a huge need for us to get into the antechamber right now, to be honest. What I really would like more than anything is, you know, new rooms, ladyship's chamber, all of that. But I'd really, really like pump room, because I feel like I now understand a lot more about how pump room works. So I might, you know what? I might go, what's directly across from us? Is that that's the security? Okay, so north is the security room, so we can't go there anyway. Yeah, I think without having more gems, I think I'm not going to risk going across from here. But we have, you know, we have a way of getting here. We can just walk back up, uses some steps, but we've got a way to get to the higher ranks now, which is pretty cool. So let's be a little bit more prepared for going there. I might go, we're on 60 steps, not too bad. I might risk going all the way back to rank 1 and you know, getting us some more stuff, quite frankly. Okay, we wiggle our way down. Yeah, I won't use any of these other exits yet. You can take a coin. I've got a fair amount. We can go straight down here to the den. Great. What time is it? Is it the... It's not the... Not potentially... Yeah, the time here. Okay, no worries. No worries. No worries. It's all good. Yeah, don't worry about me. Just, you know, keep doing your thing. All good. All good, mansion. All good. No panic. No panic. We're friends. I know how to open office now, so that would get me a gem, but I can't I can't open it anyway because it requires 2 gems. I mean, breaker box is very often useful. I haven't figured out how to... I'm going to spend some more time, I think, with a bit of a fresh mind, going back to puzzling away at the indicator light puzzle. My last thorough puzzling of the logic that I know about that doesn't give me an answer as how to get through it yet, but maybe I just need to take a fresh look at it. So I will do that, because that's what I'm now committed to, is to coming back to puzzles and just trying to think about them differently. But I suspect I need some more information about that. Or maybe I just need to play around with the lights a little bit more to discover some new combinations. Either way, let's do a green room here. Let's just go forward. We might... Ooh! I have never seen this! A garden-ready watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use... water to gain 1 gem? Huh. Limited capacity 3 waters, 3 water drops. Oh. So maybe this is what we can do with the faucet in the kitchen, is refill the watering can. Wow. The first time you enter each green room, use water. Well, I guess we're already here, so we can't use it here. Can I water the plants? Oh, man, that's so cool. It's just cool to know about that, you know? Like, it actually seems quite powerful, but, like, just to know about that item is actually really interesting. Like, it's made me rethink the kitchen faucet conundrum. All right. Well, potentially got some more ways to make gems. So if I go back to Courtyard, but it's not the first time I'm entering Courtyard, is it? So maybe I can't use it there. Okay. I'm sort of tempted to put, yeah, maybe, You know what? We've got quite a few entrances to play with. I'm going to do closet here. Let's stick closet. Let's get our items. Okay. Key and dice. Very, very nice. Thank you. Hey, Pixel. Oh, okay. So now we can use the watering can. Oh, hell. Yes. We just got a gem. Let me look at this again. The first time you enter each green room... Oh, okay, so maybe it doesn't mean technically the first time you enter the room. It's like the first time since getting the watering can that you enter a green room. Oh, it's already been super useful. All right, let's go. Hang on. Oh, I was thinking that we're meant to get an allowance now, like of 2 gems. So it's sitting here. Oh my, what? I didn't even notice this stuff at the beginning of the day. Oh, thank God. All right. Masters. It's been like, I've never seen anything in the entrance hall change. So my mind is blown here. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. It's extremely convenient for me. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. And Babbage, house manager. It's interesting that she notes that. I don't know what to think about Anne Babbage. Anne seems, in many of the things that we've read, like the others keep secrets from her. I feel, and she it felt like she was harsh towards Denny. Not that I know that Denny was doing something good, but I kind of get the impression that all of the other staff are kind of in a group together, and Anne is separate from that group. So it makes me suspicious of her. So it makes me suspicious that she's a sort of saying, I'm always watching, essentially. Yeah. So not sure how I feel about that, Anne. Hey, Big C, you gonna jump up on the desk? Yeah. Yes. He's coming to hang out. Sometimes he comes and hangs out behind my laptop because it's very warm there. All right. Well, a dead end is not great here. I do have other entrances to play with, but yeah, ideally, I think it's time for Commissary. Even though it will use a gem, we might even be able to buy gems here. Board mystery. Okay, we can't. Wait, what? I didn't even know it was possible to purchase an upgrade disc. I thought there might be a limited number of them. So that's very interesting. I got to think hard now because I could go upgrade disc and I already have a terminal access, or I could go set of gems quite nicely, you know? Like 4 gems is... I could be quite gemmed up this round. I could buy multiple upgrade discs. Well, maybe. I'm not really sure. Like, if it shows 2 there, does that mean there are 2 on offer? And upgrade discs are permanent upgrades, so they help out in future, you know, substantially. I might buy the set of gems for now, but that will leave me with 5 coins. I'll probably pick up some other coins. And maybe we can get... Yeah, because gems is just going to help me get forward. Yeah, and get some new rooms potentially. I could even get the vault, you know, if we get the vault. Great. Okay. Let's see if we can sneak across. Oh, boudoir. Always love boudoir. Yeah. You know, I'm a big fan of boudoir. We'd get another gem and we'd get 2 more redraw possibilities from this at a minimum. So yes, thanks. Oh, I also have another section. So I've been talking about how I've been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of theorizing and a lot of note taking and a lot of investigation and thinking and puzzling through things between episodes. Just in my notebook or looking back at, you know, screenshots of things I've taken in previous episodes and just trying to think about, like, what could the safe code be? You know, what's the West Wing mystery? You know, what's the deal with Mary going missing and being smuggled, and you know, what's the study safe combination? Anyway, another section I have just put in my notebook is thinking about what the 15, I think it's 15 panels that you can see in the boiler room that have a 4x4 grid with different combinations on them. I've written them all down, but I don't know what to do with them. But I did notice that there are at least 2 rooms, the servants' quarter and the boudoir, that have this box in it. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It might still be just part of the environment, but maybe there's something we can do with it if we get a certain item or something. I don't know. Yeah, either way. Let's go and get we don't even have to crack the safe anymore. It's so convenient. Boudoir is such a stellar room. All right, so we can only go north, but we've got, look at how many, we've got 6 gems. 6 gems. So we're pretty good for any weird rooms that come up. Well, dining room, we've already been to the 8th rank, so we should be able to get something from this immediately. I could get another item with billiard room, but no, let's do dining room. Yes, dinner is served. Now, we could make a decision not to eat it yet. Oh, this one. I really want showroom. I've never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen it come up. I could be wrong about that because I might have forgotten early in the game when certain options came up, but I certainly haven't seen it in memory. Yeah. Maybe now that we have this, maybe there's more chance of showroom coming up. So I might say not yet for the time being. That said, what's the description of this? A delightfully expensive steak cut, bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness, a perfect dish for those who love extravagance. Cool. All right, that's very, very nice. Let's make use of that before too long. You know, I won't sit on it too long. But we know that we've got a bunch of steps there waiting for us, which is great. All right, let's see what we can do around this corner. Into the east wing. It's possible I could get the greenhouse here on the east wing as well. Well, drawing room. Perfect. Let's do drawing room. So I mentioned, and it was either at the beginning of this episode or in the previous episode at the beginning of this day, I mentioned that I have been trying to entertain the fact that I have everything I need, knowledge-wise, to crack this safe. And I have come up with... I've spent a fair bit of time with this. I've come up with a few possibilities. So one is that there's more to divulge. There's more to get from these pictures. A couple of them relate to that, actually. So one approach is that there are actually, so we know it's to do with small gates like this, but there are actually 2 types of small gates. There's also this one. So I thought, what if we split the 2 types of small gates? And what that gets me, I've done a thorough diagram here of everything in the room so that I could just work from my notebook and try and puzzle all of these numbers out. And so I've got a couple of number combinations. It's 1504 and 0415, if that's true. The other one is that, like, the other thing that's really conspicuous in these pictures is that some go left and some go right. So I've counted left and right. And so maybe it's of the small gates anyway. So I've got 13 and 6. So it's either 1306 or 06. I just realized I've written 60 here. 0613 could be 2 more combinations. The other theory I have is that the other conspicuous thing in this room is this. So I can't see anything in particular that this picture is telling me except for our uncle, our granduncle. So I thought, well, what are some numbers associated with our granduncle? It could be his age at the date he died, which was, as far as I can work out, 73. No, it is 73. They've told us 73 in the morning room article, news article. And working backwards from that, from 1993 taking off 73 years, that would mean his birth year was 1920. So if we combine that date with the small gates, it could, which totaled 19, then it could be 1973, 19 small gates plus 73 his age. It could be 7319, or it could be his birth year, 1920, which already includes a 19. So I'm going to try all of these things here and see if I can get it, because this room is driving me nuts, and it would have been handy on so many occasions because we draft it all the time. It's the very first one. Oh my god. I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 possible numbers. It's the very first one. It's just, oh, it's so obvious now. It's just that there are 2 types of small gates. That's really interesting though, because I figured that even if small gates was a part of the combination, the wider message is still that 8 dates crack 8 safes. So I still felt like dates probably had to be involved. But maybe what it meant is that if you count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes, as in if you count small gates as a date. Or maybe it means 1504, and I will triumphantly circle this now. Oh my god, I wish I had just thought more systematically about this earlier. Yes, oh, so satisfying though, just like the office safe. So satisfying that I was correct, eventually. Yeah, maybe 1504 is actually a relevant date. Ooh, so we got 6. And it's written, again, differently, 6. In letters. So April 15. Hang on. This is from Herbert. Oh, I thought so far that maybe all of the letters, the red letters, were going to be to Herbert. But no. April 15. So maybe he wrote this. No. Did he write this before? Oh, let's just go. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel, the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless like wind-scarred plains. He knows how to take things to a dark place when he wants to. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the iniquity of their parents. That's really interesting. And so he's making so this is probably before she disappears, and he's making a commitment to her that involves taking care of us, which obviously it seems like he is. It seems like he is in fact making good on that by making us his heir, and also giving us lots of fun puzzles to play with, which is just a nice bonus. I mean, it might not be a nice bonus, but you know, I'm enjoying it. So Mary disappeared around February 22-ish in 87 is what I have down, but this is from April 15. So it can't be then, can't be after that fact, surely. But that said, we know that he most likely hid Mary in the shelter for probably like three months, for a number of months until September, and then helped smuggle her across the border. But it feels like, since he's saying, yeah, if this current project pans out, like, is the current project related to like more the Trinsdale bombing that happens in 88? Or is it actually referring to when the Ruby Crown gets stolen, which would be after oops, sorry, smacked the microphones, which would be after her disappearance. Okay, not sure. I'll have to think about that. I, of course, write you all this in the hope that I in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst case scenarios, not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary, I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. Ha. That's very interesting. All right, I've got to think about that date. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity, 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. In the East? As for me, I'm thinking of the map now. As for me and you, I have already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I am too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I am too attached to the home our family has built up. Okay, so wherever Mary is going, it's away from this mansion, and, you know, he is not expecting to leave. I'm too attached to the home our family has built up. Room by room. Why is there such a big gap here? Maybe I need to come back here with the magnifying glass. Maybe there's hidden text there. Because that's a weird... Why wouldn't you finish the sentence? Okay. Room by room. Yes, I have a strong premonition. Or is there a page missing? Room by room. Yes, I have a strong premonition I will be buried in red soil under red flags. A compromise I know you yourself would never accept. Yeah, he does seem to... So I've realized for quite a while, and I don't think I've said this in a recording, that way back our very first Alzara premonition mentions a black cat tied to a red flag, and I've realized they must be talking about Herbert as the black cat, and he was mentioned in the letter we found in the car. They referred to him as the cat. So he must be the black cat. You know, this family is aligned with black, the color black, and all of the political, everything that means in terms of politics. They're against the red state, but they're reluctantly here living in the realm that is ruled by the red state. And some of them are plotting directly against it, like Mary, and some, like Herbert, are more perhaps doing something else strategic, but still, you know, maybe more quietly and strategically serving the black water, the black flag, whatever. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now to see you following in your father's footsteps. What was I just recently saying? Again, I can't remember if it was this episode or the last. About there's been so few references to Simon, to Herbert's brother Simon. But I'm sure her father is Simon. Yeah. In your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. The same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. We may yet meet again, your Uncle Herbert. That is so interesting. I don't know which of these letters has been the most interesting, but that is certainly up there. Oh my God. Having solved this room's, at least this mystery, this particular mystery in the room, I actually have another theory about this and the clock here. I wonder if this guy's legs are saying, you know, be in here when the time like matches his legs. So I don't know if that's like 7:30 or what. I don't know. Either way, I'm not going to wait around right now to find out. We've solved one major mystery in this room, and that means that this room will forever deliver us a gem. We've got half of the red letters, and we were told that we would only find 7. I don't know if that's true, but Alzara said it, and I do trust Alzara to a pretty great degree. Well, this is the perfect place for the walk-in closet. Let's use a gem. Let's use it. Running shoes. Nice. Well, we've had these before. We bought them from the commissary, but I've never picked them up as an item before. A cupcake? 10 steps, nice. Never even seen one of those. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Well, I've mentioned before I've realized... I'm fairly sure I realized the very first time I was in that room that I made a mistake with the 4 items thing because I forgot about the sleep mask. But yeah, I got it now. I got it now. All right. So unbelievably satisfying. Oh my God. I'm so happy that all of my hard work, you know, had the desired impact. Incredible. All right. Well, the library might be great here because then we can further our book ambition. Oh, we got key. All right, here we go. So now, oh, look how expanded it is because we have the possibilities of the books from the bookshop here. So we definitely need to get this one. We definitely need to get this next. That's the first book that I was able to buy from the bookshop. And... just double check, no other items that I can see. All right, so we may get the possibility of the bookshop here again. I don't have much money and we know some of them are very expensive. What? Oh, I'm sorry, bookshop. I'm sorry. I mean, I probably couldn't afford anything in there anyway. It has to be this. I've never seen this. I don't think I've ever heard of it. I don't think I've ever come across mention of a drafting studio, but maybe I have. That is huge. All right, let's just get it there. It's perfect. Let's do it. Perfect, perfect. Oh, it's super nice room. Oh, what on earth? This is where they make the rooms. You know what? What I've immediately thought about this. I had been thinking, I don't know, there was so much going on in the boiler room, but one of the things is that when we started up the big power at the top, there were thick and thin blue lights on the bit that twirled around, and I remember thinking to myself, that itself, given that there are thick and thin lights and there are like vertical stripe lights and that there are spaces between them, I thought that in itself could be the key to something. And this just strikes me as potentially being related to it. So, and there's that as well. Maybe not, but maybe so. Maybe not, but maybe so. All right, what else have we got going on here? This is just too much. This is crazy. The actual studio where they design and potentially construct rooms. Wow, man. This day, like we're able to buy upgrade discs in the commissary. The drafting room here. Is it, you know, am I going to get an upgrade here, I wonder? Ah, what? Potential new floor plans. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Potential new floor plans. I guess it's happening. I've clicked it now. I can't click away from it, can I? So to think about this more. Ha. I mean, what if each of these rooms has... What if I want all of them? What if I want all of them? And what if they have lore inside of them? And what if I can only have one? I guess we just have to see them on the face of it. So, casino games of chance. Sounds incredible. Sounds incredible. Because there could be multiple things we could like get from that? Dice, money, gems. I don't know. Dormitory. Oh my God, this is crazy. Each time you enter dormitory, so it's another bedroom for one thing. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a room, gain 10 steps. That's crazy. That's a lot. And also, whose dorm is it? That seems like a very lore-ish room. But clock tower, I mean, there's clearly something going on in this mansion with time. I've been thinking about this, but I don't have, one of the things I've said is I reckon there must be puzzles that relate to certain times of the day. That's one thing. The other thing is that in the classroom, there's a thing written on the blackboard that says within a timely manner. That alone makes me think time is a bigger factor in this mansion than we are currently aware of, potentially. So clock tower, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, I say. Tomorrow you will start with one key for each, like maybe timed a room you draft today. So like the freezer, for example. They're all pretty good in terms of the things that they offer. Oh, it does say select for more information, right? I really hope if I click on this, I'm not actually selecting it. Okay. Access to Mount Holly's clock tower has always been heavily restricted. Well, that's a very good reason to draft it. Time is sacred. Time is sacred, and any tampering of the estate's governing timepiece has never been risked. That's so interesting that I immediately want to pick this one. But let's... Oh, we can get out. Oh, okay, hang on. In that case, let's go back in. Let's have a look at the dormitory. These small sleeping quarters devoid of frills and distractions are ideal for the student, scholar, or denizen of academia who wishes to focus on their studies without interruption. Study and sleep, rinse and repeat. I mean, it might seem less, important on the face of it than the clock tower, perhaps, like less epic. But I reckon somebody studying in that dormitory could have very, very interesting things to reveal to us. Casino. The Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale, and guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in the games featured here. Oh, I would love to know. Like, that makes me want this one so much. A buy-in of 2 gems is required for admittance into this exclusive room. And it has the same kind of... It looks like it has the same columns and curtain kind of thing that the foyer has. Let's just have a bit more of a look around. All right. This is super interesting. So indeed, we've already learned that November 7th Saturday was our day one here. So I guess that's yet another way for people to figure out. But what's this apple thing here? The number of apples in the trees? Multiple pathways to a major apple tree? 2 gates at the back, 3 gates at the front. What could this refer to? And when we go into September, which... Well, it could even be now. I've got to work it out. Or it could be soon. Will that move? Like, will we get another picture? All right. A very detailed paper model of a safe. Does this mean this is a safe, or does this mean that this is information about a safe? How could I use this? So there's a little person. This is the study. This is the study. This might be another thing that I actually need to look, like zoom in on in the recording to see if there's specific numbers there. But I can't, am I, you know, am I looking at something on this safe? Have you got any numbers on you? Or anything? I don't know what to do with any of these things yet. I know it's something. I know it's something. There's this. What this? What this? Dunno. Dunno. Boxes. This is such a fascinating room. All right. What do we got here? The Great Hall partitioning plan for Saturday, November 28th. Hang on. We're on day 22 here. So actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that must have been yesterday. I think it must be the 29th today. So I wonder if I missed out on something. But I've never had the opportunity for this room. Never had the opportunity for it. So this here must be the Great Hall. Huh. So I guess this one is actually, it's just giving you the layout on this day, in case that was useful for you. Maybe. Maybe there's more to it than that, but maybe it's also as simple as that. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Drafting Strategy, Volume 1. We've read Volume 3, so that's interesting. Okay. Let's see if we get any new... Blueprints are more than just blue. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it is the most architectural, while it's true most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were all not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. Black is our special color. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Horus, yes, was decidedly more difficult to affix an architect's revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the Fourth Era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of coloured prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform the contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of Drafting Strategy, we'll explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its colour. Most violet dreams. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day when they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a weary traveller know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies if they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently because of the steps. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the mobility to be more carefree with their plans for the day. We kind of knew that. Average number of doors 1 to 2, extra items likely, and synergies with the sleeping mask and nursery and servants' quarters, right? Because they alter things about bedrooms in general. Indoor verdure. Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoors inside and provide a breath of fresh air for the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces makes them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic, and strategies centered around green will often involve drafting as many of this color as possible. The more green rooms you are able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effects will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of rooms to contain piles of dirt for digging. Average number of doors. Most green rooms have synergies with each other. Shovel and watering can, which we just found. So it would have been interesting to come across this. First, orange passage. If the bedroom is the heart of the home, then hallways are the arteries, serving as diverging paths that branch out to connect different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destination. While these orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they are a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provides the means to add more rooms to your house, and the more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Synergies with foyer, because that unlocks everything. Lockpick kit and hall pass. I don't think we've come across hall pass. Golden trim. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that are found during the day. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms or expand the range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with shades of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or a high-end fashion item, having a well-placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Extra items are never for free. We know it's associated with coins, coin purse, coupon book, which we have come across once, and vault, of course. Of course, vault. That's interesting that it says negative space. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns, as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Now that's super interesting. I've been looking at the pictures down there to see if anything jumps out about the rooms. This is the first one where obviously it's giving us two of the names that we don't have of these Aegean angels. I think one of them is Lydia, and the other one I can see a D and a J, but to be honest, I'm going to have to zoom in on that a little bit afterwards, but I will see what that says when I can look a bit more closely at it, because I can't look that closely at my screen right now. So that's great, because that'll mean that we have at least 4, and I think the one that would be behind you at the door in this picture, the way this is oriented, is Arinda. I think that the black angel, is Arinda, which we saw on the stamp on the letter that our uncle left us on his tomb. So if I'm right about that, then I would end up with 5 names. And obviously we're going to need the names. That's why we're finding them. Okay. Associated resource vexation. That's so good. It's interesting that, it's an X that is marked with. Shelter, tomato soup, and skilled players. That's such a tantalizing challenge from the game there, and I want to solve everything this game can throw at me. I'm gonna do it. Cool. All right. Prismatic rooms. You may on rare occasion notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery, as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. Yeah, so I do understand that aspect of, I think that realization has just crept up on me slowly that, for example, yeah, if we have a room that says for every green room you get a gem, we would get a gem from the aquarium, that sort of thing. So that's cool, but I still wonder what else is going on with aquarium. Word from the editor: as we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy, we hope you have found valuable insights and colourful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colourful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colours and ideas in daring merit. At the end of the day... I just noticed that there's a line on, like, next to the... Is that in the background of all... Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's only on this page. Maybe again, maybe I need to come and look at this with the magnifying glass. At the end of the day, colour is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as a display of their own power, some use it to calculate great sums. But all of us want to find a colour we can call our own. That was very useful. Wonderful. Fur and fire. We've kind of seen this one in the study before. Ha ha! Alright, I'm just going to take a photo of this while I've got it, just so I can maybe have a little bit of a think about that at a later date. So maybe we get one of these each time we draft this room, which is pretty cool. Yeah, maybe that's how it works. So maybe we have the chance to get all of them. I can't help wanting clock tower. Even though I think I'm least likely to use the thing with it, I'm just so interested in the time implications. That's incredible. Oh man. Oh, so good. So good. That was well worth it. That was well worth it. I'm very happy with that. Hey everyone, this is Rebecca from the future. You probably know what that means. I'm going to have to end this episode here because this day, as you can guess, has much more coming. So I've had to split this episode up. So we're going to end it here on this very exciting note, but look forward to all of the things that we have in the next episode. It's going to be a great day. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.